Are the Ultra Beasts during the Ultra Bonus going to be worth raiding for when they do come out into raid battles? We're going to check that out. Let's jump right in. The Ultra Beasts in Pokemon Go are going to be coming for the Ultra Bonus for raid battles. We don't know for how long. We want to make sure that we know where these beasts do stack up in Pokemon Go and will it be worth raiding for them during the Ultra Bonus unlock for Pokemon Go. Let's find all of that right now, but also if you guys do need raid battles during this time frame, make sure to jump into the Discord. If you want to get even more raid battles and more priority access, get into the Patreon as well. Check out the premier raid groups. So with that said, let's get into it. So we have something that's amazing. We have all 4 of these Pokemon that are going to be making their debut as raid bosses. So are any of them worth it? Starting off, we have Nihilego. That's going to be a rock and a poison type. It's going to max out at 4465. Its top stat is going to be attack at 249, but it also has a stamina of 240. This Pokemon will be double weak to ground and it will be double resistant to poison. Its movesets are going to be acid and pound. Unfortunately, it does not get a rock quick move, and its charge moves are going to be gunk shot, sludge bomb. It's also going to get rock slide, which is the premier rock move, and power gem. And we're also going to check out all these Pokemon's DPS times TDO, which is damage per second times total damage output to get the best ranking for each of these Pokemon. So Nihilego's top moveset is going to be Acid and Sludge Bomb at 2689. And then if we're looking at the Rock Slide, it's going to be 2132. And then obviously if we go down the list, it's not going to be quite as strong, which is then going to lead us into the Poison and the Rock category to see how good this Pokemon actually is. The number 1 is going to be Eternatus at 6325, not out yet. But the number 1 Pokemon as a Mega is going to be Mega Beedrill, Poison Jab and Sludge Bomb at 3682. And then we have Nihilego with Acid and Sludge Bomb at 2689, followed by Eternatus without the Eternamax. Then we have Roserade at the next spot, which is beaten out quite significantly by this Nihilego. But then if we jump right into the Rock category, remember it does not get a Rock quick move, which is going to take it down. We have a couple Pokemon in here, and if we want to look at the Nihilego, it's going to be at the 7th spot with Acid and Rock Slide below Rampardos and Rhyperior. And then we obviously have to take the Go Battle League into play as well. 528 in the Ultra League and 165 in the Master League. So when we look at Nihilego, does it get Rock Slide? Yes. Could it be at some point very strong if it does get a quick rock move? Yes. But as far as right now, Nihilego, although it is the top poison type Pokemon in the game, poison types are usually outclassed by a lot of other typings when there are meta raid attackers. So as far as that goes, yes, it's a cool Pokemon. Yes, it does have a high CP. Yes, it is really cool. Would I suggest raiding hard for this Pokemon right now? Honestly, probably not. Which then is going to lead us into the next Pokemon. The next Pokemon is going to be Pheromosa. So I'm going to go in the order in which we have these Pokemon available that we have seen from the Go Fest. So Pheromosa is a bug and a fighting type Pokemon. This Pokemon is very attack heavy and slightly glassy. This Pokemon is going to have a max CP of 3213 and an attack of 316, which is extremely high for Pokemon Go, which is quite crazy. This Pokemon with all its typings, if you want to pause and see more as I go over this, is going to be double weak to flying. Its movesets are going to be Bug Bite and Low Kick for its quick moves, and its charge moves are going to be Close Combat, Focus Blast. Unfortunately, it is not getting the Dynamic Punch, and it's also going to get Bug Buzz and Lunge for bug moves. The top moveset on this Pokemon is going to be Bug Bite and Bug Buzz, and then all fighting type is going to be Low Kick and Focus Blast at 1439. So unfortunately, the all fighting type moves is not super strong, but we're also going to add Buzzwole in here before we go and start breaking it down, because both of these Pokemon are bug and fighting type combinations. Moving on to Buzzwole, this Pokemon is also bug and fighting type. It maxes out at 3912. It has an attack of 236 and a stamina of 216. This Pokemon is also going to be double weak to flying. This Pokemon does get Counter and Poison Jab for its quick moves, which is interesting. It does not get a bug quick move. And as far as its charge moves, it does get Super Power, it gets Power Up Punch, it gets Fell Stinger as well as Lunge. So for the Buzzwole, the top moveset is going to be Counter and Super Power at 1716, which is really not strong. If we're looking at a bug type move, it's at 1139, so that's really not even competable in any of the categories. So now let's check out both of these Pokemon in the bug category, which we're not going to check out the Buzzwole, but we will also check it out in the fighting category as well. In the bug category, the number 1 non-mega is going to be Pheromosa, because Mega Pinsir, Mega Heracross are above it, but Bug Bite and Bug Buzz at 2302. Then we have Mega Scissor that's actually below this Pokemon, which is quite crazy. Volcarona, Mega Beedrill is down there, and then we have the Shadow Pinsir and Scissor, followed by Genesect at the spot 9 at 1244. So the Pheromosa is actually quite strong as a bug-type Pokemon, but just remember, it's going up usually against dark-type Pokemon, which would be Darkrai, and then it's also going up against, if we're looking at Psychic-type Pokemon, a Ghost-type Pokemon, which would be Giratina Origin Form, and other Ghost types such as Mega Gengar. Obviously, Mega Gengar is a Mega Pokemon, but think about it, usually the bug-type Pokemon do get outclassed by other Pokemon when they are looked at as counters. And then as far as the fighting category, we do have ourselves the entire first page, which you cannot find either of these Pokemon on, because Mega Lucario being at the top, which is insanely strong, Shadow Machamp being the first non-Mega out there with Counter and Dynamic Punch at 3330. And then if we go to the second page, you can find the Buzzwole in spot number 14, and the Pheromosa in spot number 18. The Buzzwole is above Hariyama, however, Pheromosa is slightly below it, but it is above Breloom, but that's not really saying too much. So looking at about a DPS times TDO about 1400 and 1700 is really not making it way into the top spots for either of those Pokemon. Which then leads us into the PvP stats. So the Pheromosa is going to be ranked 380 in the Master League, not really relevant. But wait, the Buzzwole is actually going to be relevant. It's going to be ranked 46 in the Great League. The Ultra League, it's actually going to be ranked 8, which is quite crazy. This Pokemon will have to get traded to make sure that it's going to get at its optimal placing, but wow, that's a really good placing for the Ultra League. And then in the overall, it's going to be ranked 18 in the Master League, uncapped. So wow, this Pokemon actually does have some potential here. It is not going to be the best bug type attacker, it is not going to be the best fighting type, but having one Pokemon that you could probably put to level 40 or even use in the Ultra League, which wouldn't really require you to raid a ton for, because you don't need too much candy for that one, just to unlock a second charge move, but you are going to need a decent amount to try to trade to drop that attack down and bring that defense and stamina high, but that is totally doable, and this is the only Pokemon that has been relevant right now as far as this round of Ultra Beast, which is going to leave us with one more left, which is going to be Xurkitree, which is going to change the game here. Xurkitree is going to max out at 4451. It's going to have an attack of 330. Holy smokes, that's insane. However, the defense is 144 and the stamina is 195, so it is definitely a more heavy attack Pokemon. It's going to be single, weak to ground, and it's going to have 3 resistances, which is quite cool, even though it's not super resistant, which is what we really look for Go Battle League Pokemon. But as far as a meta attacker, this Pokemon does get Thunder Shock and Spark, already looking pretty good for its quick moves. And its charge moves, it's going to get Thunder, Power Whip, Dazzling Gleam, as well as Discharge. This Pokemon's top move is going to be Thunder Shock and Discharge at 3622, which is quite high actually. Spark and Discharge pretty close, but also look at the Thunder Shock and Dazzling Gleam at 2398. So if we were going to rank this in the electric category, the number 1 Pokemon is going to be Shadow Raikou at Thunder Shock Wild Charge, but that does cost a premium because it is a Shadow Pokemon. Mega Manectric in spot number 2, and not too far behind we have Xurkitree in spot number 3, which is above Shadow Electivire, Shadow Zapdos, even Zekrom, which is quite crazy. So wow, the Xurkitree is making a big change in the meta for the electric category, which is really, really cool. And also, if we look at the fairy category, the Xurkitree is actually ranked 6 right now with Dazzling Gleam. That's going to be right behind the Shadow Gardevoir, basically the top Pokemon non-Shadow in the game right now with that Dazzling Gleam combination, even above Zacian, Shadow Alakazam, Tapu Koko, Togekiss, Gardevoir, and others. So that is quite crazy that this Xurkitree is really, really dual-purposed right now for the fairy types, even though it's not getting that stab boost from the only electric type that it has, but that is insanely cool right there. So this Pokemon as a meta attacker is very, very relevant, very strong for the electric, and the fairy type is very relevant. So having a second charge move, especially because this Pokemon does not get a fairy fast move, is really quite cool because you don't have to have 2 Pokemon to be able to compete in both categories. And then as far as the Ultra League, it's going to be ranked 451, and in the Master League, it's going to be ranked 88. So as far as powering up these Pokemon goes, obviously, you know, the Buzzwole in the Ultra League is going to be the best rank. So looking at that Pokemon, you don't really need too much of that Pokemon, just some extra candy. And then as far as this Xurkitree, it's really, really powerful right now. Honestly, electric category, very, very good. And that you can dual purpose this Pokemon with just some Stardust and some candy instead of raiding for a completely different one and powering it up is really quite cool. And it's ranked 88 in the Master League, so the Xurkitree is the Pokemon that I would focus the most on. It is really well ranked, very well received, and definitely a Pokemon that you could have even more than one of these Pokemon because you're not paying that premium from the Shadow like you would with the Shadow Raikou. So that's it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Please make sure to do the best that you can when you're rating for these Pokemon, and if there are shinies you do want, go for those instead. Thank you guys for being here as always. To all my likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members, everybody take their support, subscription, and basically do the next level. I'm gonna see you guys out in the next video. Peace. I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.